What's going on, y'all? So we got the playoffs here, and I know this is a conference championship, so we're not gonna really count this as the playoffs. But I'm just gonna put it in the playoffs video because the other video was a little bit long, and I don't like having it more than like 30-40 minutes because that's damn near a movie. But anyway, so to start this game out, though, we have 3rd and long for South Dakota here, and Jarvis Best gets hit across the middle after 2 great plays on defense, and then a wide open man. I don't know what they were doing on defense there, and Braden Walters just goes up and gets a grown man catch over your boy Applewhite. Applewhite's been a liability in coverage all season long, and we knew about it, but not really something that we wanted to see there. And Rudolph takes off, which was like the most beautiful blocks I ever seen. I mean, it was just perfect blocks, honestly. And yeah, so we got the touchdown to make it 7-7 after a nice RPO from Varga. We're gonna see some pressure here. I'm gonna see 3rd and long, and they get this nice screenplay. But Javon Steffen gets a nice play in the as what the heck, as a linebacker there, just getting back there in the blocks. But they end up scoring 14-7, and Brooks takes the top off of the defense in this bunch set, making this 14-14. So that's a pretty good start for both of our teams on offense. Defensively, we've been seeing some great things, but not too much on either side. Nothing to be too impressed about. Nonetheless, though, 1st and 10, and Savage takes this check route, and he goes all the way down to the 20-yard line. So honestly, not the greatest defense you want to see if you're Pasadena, but Rogers gets an interception from Jalil Varga, essentially changing the tide of the game. It was looking like it was just going to be a back and forth, who can throw it better. But all of a sudden, the defense takes over. We're going to have a rolling right. Mike Chun's going to throw a crossbody on this next play, which is insane. And 1st and 10 now. And looks like Mike Chun gets near the 5-yard line after the little scramble, and he's going to try to punch it in with Pereira, which he does. So pretty good start for Pasadena Honey Badgers here. We're going to see 3rd and short, and again the D-line just there on the play, just making a great read, and so did Jalil Varga on that play, making this across the midfield here. And so yeah, now we got 21-21. Mike Chun trying to make some moves here, and there's been a lot of controversy about if Mike Chun is going to go to the league this season. Is Jalil Varga going to go to the league? Is Kiki Little going to go to the league? Insider report says that Kiki Little should stay, but we don't know. Mike Chun for sure is gone, I assume. I mean, there's no way he's not gone. Oh, what a move by Dobbs getting out of there. But yeah, so Mike Chun said he should be out of here, going to the league, as he is a very high pick in the draft. I believe Jalil Varga is on the fence. He could be a 3rd round pick, or he could stay, depending on if they win a national championship here. Maybe he wants a 3-peat. Maybe he wants to, settle the score with the Pasadena Honey Badgers. We don't know yet. But all that we do know is that Mike Chun is for sure gone. But I believe Kiki Little should stay. I think he wants to make his draft stock get boosted, and I think staying another year could definitely help him out. As a quarterback, you don't want to be, especially there's a lot of great talent in the quarterback room in this draft class. So I think it's smarter for him to stay for the next one so he can be a high draft pick. But nonetheless, that is what's going on with the quarterback situations here. And let's just see here. So 49-28 in the 4th quarter here for this team, and Jalil Varga looks like he's pretty poised. He's been here before. He's going to try to do some work, and that's exactly what he does. Throw it up to Savage over Applewhite again. Applewhite is just such a liability. And it would be nice to sub him out, but there's no one really to sub for him. I mean, we haven't really done a good job. We have kind of done a good job about. Oh my goodness, it's running back or fullback. We haven't really done a crazy job at recruiting corners. I mean, we've done good talent work, but I think so we get the win over South Dakota in the conference championship, giving us the bye. But while this game against OSU plays, yeah, so I think the corner room is just looking a lot. It's looking underwhelming if you're Pasadena. We got a lot of people leaving here. I mean, Bourne is the only superstar that we really have on the defensive back side of the ball right now, and it's kind of concerning. Hopefully, we can make do with it with the D-line and linebacker situation that we have. But it's not something too impressive to be excited about. I think San Jose Tech is also going to lose a lot of players in this transfer portal. So honestly, those two teams for sure in this offseason are going to be looking pretty bad. I think South Dakota should be fine. I think they have a pretty young team, but they are going to lose their best receivers, right? So that's always something to look out for. And so is Florida State. I mean, they're losing their best receiver, losing their best running back, obviously the best running back in the entire country. So, not something that you can just fill in for if you're Florida State, but you're gonna try. Hopefully, Florida State can get someone of similar talent to Drango when he was younger, so they can continue to keep the legacy of having great running backs at Florida State, because that is something that they really do take in, is they always have good running backs, or at least above average. And it's not the first time that we've seen running backs come and go. And so we get the win over OSU. Pretty easy win if we are speaking relatively. I mean, it's not really anything impressive over OSU. They're not really the greatest team, but we advanced to the third round of the playoffs here. And in the second round here, we have Drango going against South Dakota. And I say it like that because this dude Drango is just taking souls out there when he's running that ball. But early on, Stamper throws a very contested ball, and he nails it, man. I think Stamper's done a great job all season long. I've been saying it every video. And to start this game out, hasn't looked any different for Stamper here. I mean, he's just on the money all the time. He's Mr. Moneybags, and I think that's not really gonna change here. On 3rd and 8, though, they try to do this their Cruciate play action, and they are all over it. And Florida State does not get anything there on that. Or Florida State gets the stop over South Dakota, and a wide open man gets underthrown. And as I was just saying about Stamper, man, I mean, a game that was 14-0 potentially became 7-7, and that's something that you don't want to see if you're Florida State. So hopefully we can get something done. Wide open man, getting into that deep into their enemy territory right here, and Drango does what he does, goes all the way to the house, making that 14-7. 14-7. 3rd and 1 now for the South Dakota Pumas here. We're going to see what we can get out of this offense. And LaJarvis doing what he does, trying to break a tackle. Couldn't. They run a screenplay. Good call on 3rd and long, trying to get something a little bit more manageable. 4th and 11. They're trying to get their nice little RPO game, and they do. What a play on 4th and long. I mean, yeah, it's not going to say this is the craziest play call, but it's a pretty good one, seeing the defensive coverage there. And Stamper throws up to Farrow. He's not scared of that underthrown ball from earlier. He's going to take that top off, making this 21-14. So it's pretty impressive to see a quarterback who makes a mistake and throws a similar pass and make sure, that it happens this time. But at the end of the second quarter, this is huge right here. This is huge, and they get it. Now that right there, that is something that is very, very important. And if we look back at it as well, Florida State did that similar thing. They let up a touchdown at the end of the half when they lost the previous game earlier this season. So, you know, that's something that we got to really think about for Florida State's defense. You know, they're not really that good in the last 8 minutes of the first and second half. You know what I mean? They let up a lot of points in between the exchanges of who gets the ball from halftime and you know, the end of the half, which is honestly the most important aspect of the game if we're talking about, you know, any type of team. So, you know, it's kind of concerning. Oh my goodness, Drango. It's also concerning having this type of player just tormenting teams. I mean, what are we doing? Dobbs making a nice move after he's seen that running back do, you know, some outlandish stuff, making people miss. You know, Dobbs not the fastest guy, but you know, he's always gonna make people move, and he throws right over the safety. What a throw by Jalil, getting this into the end zone, making this tied up 28-28. Now, Florida State scores. Can South Dakota answer? Oh my goodness. Walters breaking the tackle, and he's going to get his 9th return of the season. Oh my goodness. That's 9. Number 9 on the season for kickoff or for any type of returns. He's been a Jet Award winner before, and this interception pretty much seals it. I mean, 42 seconds left, 35-42. What a catch! So 20 seconds left. We said it was over, but now we have a chance now. 35-42. 20 seconds left. What can we get out of this? We're looking for sideline throws, maybe. Nearly intercepted. I don't know what we're doing. 7 seconds. 2nd and 2. They're going to run screenplay. I don't know if this is the play call that they want, and it's not. It's not. Great win for South Dakota. Coming back, getting that victory. And what a blunder if you're Florida State, man. You know, you were up big, and it looked like you were the dominant force in the game, but you just let too many things fly by you, and you end up losing that game. So South Dakota is now in the 3rd round here, and we're going to see Pasadena versus Pittsburgh, which is a very big how should I say this? Like, this is, you know, Pittsburgh is a really big underdog in this game, so we're gonna see if they can pull it off against Pasadena here. 3rd and 5 on this RPO. They get it to go. 3rd and long here, and they also get that to go. I don't know what the defense is doing. We're not really seeing great things from this defense as of oh my goodness. Yeah, we're not seeing. I don't know what's happening with this defense, but we're not playing up to standard here. And it's looking like Pittsburgh is running down this Pasadena defense, and it almost was a touchdown. I think that was a great move by Ragas getting off that receiver, but nonetheless, it's 3rd and 24, 3rd and long for this quarterback. Can we get something to go here? And we do, getting Donahue taking the top off the defense, 14-7. 3rd and long for this Pittsburgh offense, and they get it. What a catch from the tight end, making a man miss, and what a double move to get their receiver just, I mean, get our corner just cooked, man. So far we're not really seeing too much impressive stuff from our defense. I mean, I'm not really liking how we're moving right here, and the pressure is getting pretty bad. I don't know why we're getting a lot of pressure. And what a head top. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. 4th and 2, we get it. And yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, the O-line is not really holding up. I mean, you know, I know Pittsburgh got some good talent, but it's not looking too good if you're Pasadena Honey Badger, man. I mean, 28-14. Down 2 scores, which is something we did not see coming into this game. But, you know, we're going to see Mike Chun trying to get this game back in here, you know. And if they go ahead and lose this game against Pasadena, right? Insane catch, by the way. But if we go ahead and see a loss against a Pittsburgh team, which it looks very imminent. I mean, 35-14 or to 21. I mean, if we lose to a Pittsburgh team like this, man, people are really gonna start to say, "Is Mike Chen overrated?" Now, I've had my 2 cents on this in a previous video where I was saying Mike Chen might be overrated. You know, he really didn't win anything, and we've seen other Pasadena quarterbacks win with worse talent. So he could be overrated, and at this point, if he does lose this game, I believe he is so. I mean, I'm not gonna say that that Pittsburgh is a bad team, which they're definitely not. But you know, you can't be losing the game like this, though. You know what I mean? You cannot be losing the game like this. So we're gonna see if Mike Chen can pull this out. I mean, it's only 1 score now, and with that, they tied it up, so it's not too ridiculous of a comeback win if you're Pasadena. You know, we've come back from a lot more than this, especially in other games. But we don't get that 4th down stop. We get them on 4th down again, and they convert. No, they do not convert. Oh, what a breakup pass! What a breakup pass for that corner. So here we go, man. We got 3 minutes to go. We have the ball back. What can Mike Chen do? You know, he has the whole team on his back right now. He throws to the running back, and the running back gets a nice soft spot in the zone. He goes all the way up, getting that 1st down. Huge if you're Jose Rudolph. And Donahue, another big chunk on this defense. Those are the running back again, getting him to 2nd and short. You know, we're going to see something. And their quarterback, oh my God, Mike Chen. What a throw. I mean, he's a maniac, but what a throw. And Bourne actually gets cooked here. This is insane. I mean, we've probably seen the worst defensive coverage that we've ever seen out of a Pasadena team in the playoffs, like, ever. I mean, we never see this type of defensive breakdown in the playoffs, and we're seeing it bad right now. We're gonna throw. He threw a fucking ball to Brooks, taking the top off the defense, and 49-42 now. We're gonna see a broken up pass. So, you know, we're gonna see, or not a broken up pass, but a hit out of a sack, and what a touchdown against Pasadena. Another deep ball. Now we're in overtime because Pasadena could not get it done on offense. So we're gonna see if we can get it in overtime. 3rd and long here. What can we see? As he throws, but he throws a dime. What a throw. So now we're gonna see 56-49 here. Rudolph doing something. Gets in the end zone. So now it's 56-56. Pasadena is back on offense because they had to go back to back. Tryon making people miss, making multiple people miss. Oh my goodness. 56-56. Brooks does what he does, gets to the end zone, and this is huge right now. This is crucial. He sees a wide open man, and he drops it. So now, if they get this 2-point conversion and touchdown, it's all but over for Pasadena. We're gonna see a huge run on 2nd and 10. Can't believe that was even a possibility against a defensive line like this. But we're going to see it. 3rd and long. What can we see? A check down route, which is caught somehow. I don't know what's happening here. And, oh, I thought he was about to break a tackle. He wasn't. So it's 3rd and long. 3rd and short. And they get the running back to go. What a play if you're Pittsburgh's offense. And what a throw, ending the game. So now, as we start the national championship with Pittsburgh in South Dakota, we can finally say I think Mike Chen is overrated. You know, in his oh my God, what a pick 6 to start this game out against. Oh my goodness. But I think Mike Chen is overrated, man. I think he could not get it done at all. I mean, he was supposed to be the poster boy for this team. I mean, he was supposed to win it his freshman year. He's supposed to win it his sophomore year, and now his junior year. I mean, his freshman year he got redshirted, but his sophomore and his junior year, I mean, for sure he's supposed to win in those 2 years, and he gets beat by Florida State, and then he gets beat by Pittsburgh. So it's not gonna say there's bad teams, because they were not bad teams, but they're not teams that really should have beat Mike Chun with those type of talents around him. There's no way he should have been bested there. And I fear that Pittsburgh played the best game they've ever played as a franchise, and now we're gonna see, you know, potentially a lot of bad stuff. I mean, you know, sometime when you go off of your best game you've ever played, you also play your worst game. You know, so we're gonna see if Pittsburgh was all smoke and they just had a lucky game against Pasadena, or they can really put up a fight against South Dakota in the end of this game right here. I mean, 21-7 is only 2 scores. You know, it only takes 2 stops and 2 scores to put it back in this game, and that's what they do, getting a stop against South Dakota, getting the score 21-14. Now we're gonna see Jalil on 2nd and long get a nice throw to Walters, making multiple people miss, making another person broken tackle, and he's gonna go all the way. Another person who's likely to go deep in the draft. early in the draft. I think he's gonna go probably top 10, top 15 in the draft. You know, it's hard to see him drop to the 20s, but you know, he's been an insane talent thus far, and wouldn't be surprised if he goes top 10. Maybe even top 5. We don't know. What a catch from LaJarvis, though. A person that we don't know if he's going to get drafted, but he's always someone to keep your eye on. I mean, he's for sure been the best he's been the 2nd best tight end. You know, we know Pasadena breeds the best tight ends out of any school, but a 2nd best is for sure LaJarvis. I mean, he's been such a monster. He's been such a versatile person in this key offense, and as we're seeing it, I mean, another reception on 4th down, huge. Pittsburgh gets them on 4th down again, and they pretty much seal the deal here against Pittsburgh, and they get their 2nd chip, pretty much cementing that Jalil Varga was the answer. I mean, if there was any question, Jalil Varga is for sure the best quarterback that we've seen out of the South Dakota Pumas. You know, Josh Flowers could be a better talent, but Jalil Varga is for sure the better winner. I mean, come on here. But that's going to be the end of this video here. We're going to be back, and there's going to be a new update for the next video, as there's going to be an announcement. I'm just going to give it a little sneak peek for it. I'm not going to sneak peek, but like a little dive into it. So pretty much the people that get drafted as of this point most likely will go into the Madden franchise that we're going to have, and we're going to play a season of Madden and then a season of NCAA, and we'll do that back and forth. So the next video you're going to see is of these players getting drafted and our Madden franchise. So stay tuned for that, and appreciate you watching the video.